So if you want, we can start with the first question. And the first question is, what is your business idea in circular bioeconomy?
So our business idea, which we are working on and developing, is creating global digital media on the topics related to sustainability. Our mission is to spread awareness, educate, and inspire action. And we are doing that through creating content with voices, problems, and solutions in the space of sustainability from all around the world. We are also using music, audio content, and visuals and art, as well as developments in technologies like virtual reality, 360 experiences, and augmented reality.
Perfect. You mentioned inspiration. Therefore, the question will be, what inspires you?
So my inspiration to go in the space of sustainability actually happened a couple of years ago. I decided to go in this direction after having interview for Elle Magazine Bulgaria. I was working with that media at that time. I was interviewing one of the top climbers in Scandinavia, which was working with NASA and the European Space Agency for collecting samples regarding climate change and pollution. So during the interview, she shared with me that in 5,000 meters in a frozen lake, she has taken sample, and from this sample they found microplastics that were in a place where no human can live and hardly anyone can reach. So that was the moment when something clicked in my mind. Before that, I already had the awareness about and information how much pollution and how much problems we are having, but this just made me start to transition my career into the direction of making impact and working in the space of sustainability. And a little bit more than a year ago, I met my co-founder at Sooo magazine, when we discover actually that we are very aligned with our direction when we want to go. Also our vision and values that we want both to educate other people and to spread the awareness on these topics related to sustainability and environment, because many people around us, they really didn't have the idea, and we just found that it's really important and urgent to create some space, some platform where we can really generate content and bring also inspiration to take the action towards sustainability. So that's how the things basically started. And when it comes to inspiration and something what really kind of pushed me forward is actually seeing also incredible people around the world that are doing developments, that are already creating solutions, and also the nature around. When I look at the nature, I just get this energy and this inspiration that we need to really do something to protect the planet and ourselves, of course, because it's all connected.
You are mentioning nature and there's some brightness in your voice and your face. Can you describe your typical day? Are you working close, let's say, to the nature, but also to community? Can you just explain your routine work, like a very normal working day at Sooo?
Yeah, it's a little bit difficult to define exactly like routine working days, because with us things are really dynamic, and as young entrepreneur every day is really different. But I can give example what are the main things that are happening usually. So you're waking up usually around 6 in the morning, and then I'm preparing and going to the office where we have a gym and yoga space. So I'm starting usually the day with a little bit of exercise, yoga, and meditation. After that, having a breakfast and starting going in the office space, and starting actually the day with meetings and our daily schedule, which is really dynamic. We are having conversations and often meet people, mostly digital, sometimes also live in person, but mostly digital, from all around the world that are working in the space of sustainability, that are also want to transition and want to work more or are connected to this area. And then we're having usually lunch with my team and also colleagues in the area, which we are actually in a very nourishing and amazing environment with people that are also making impact, explorers, as well as other companies that are having blue tech developments. So it's a quite inspiring atmosphere during lunch, and we're getting energy for the second part of the day when we follow up also with some emails and other tasks that needs to be done. And after that, often my day actually, after the late afternoon, I have conversations and events in Clubhouse where we're having a global community and where we are meeting people, again, that are working in the space of sustainability. Then sometimes I have a walk or meet some friends and having a call, depends of the day. Some days could be quite long, but try sometimes also, I'm trying to also kind of have a little bit of interaction with loved ones and try to keep also this work balance, work personal life balance.
Yeah, it's a difficult balance, but I hope, considering what you just explained, I assume that you have managed to find this balance. Obviously, you're taking a very good care for the atmosphere, the office, the staff, the colleagues you're working with. Can you see what is the role, or can you tell us what is the role of the studying for the career pathway, the development? How do you take care on this aspect of development once you involve someone in your team? How do you perceive him or her to develop skills, professional capabilities? So what is the role of the education, of the training, of the studying in this regular process that you just explained?
Yeah, education, it's actually, especially in the space where we're working, it's quite important, because when we're onboarding people, it's important also to share with them a little bit more deeper when we talk about sustainability and the problems actually that we are covering. So we often have meetings also with experts in the space of sustainability. We're also really lucky having mentors and advisors that are quite skills in both space of making impact and also business development. So we are sharing that with our team, and it's constant actually growing process for both my co-founder Steve and our team. Through when we are working, we are basically actually learning and developing daily. And of course, when it's needed, we are searching for sources online and try to really develop further our skills, as well as looking for courses. For example, I founded now a program in Harvard for sustainable business, which we're planning to join, and then gaining this information and this education to share it further with our team. So it's a quite dynamic process, and we are trying really to onboard everyone with everything what needs to be known, they need to know in the space of sustainability, as well as tasks and activities that are also important.
Yeah, exactly. You're a young woman, you're involved in bioeconomy, you're trying to follow the principles for sustainability. But speaking from the practical side, what are the main challenges that you're facing?
Well, it might sound a little bit like irony, but it is personal sustainability as entrepreneur working in the space of sustainability. It's first when we talk about financial sustainability, because we're still in a process of developing the company and make it profitable. So it's something what it's a process when sometimes we need to work other activities, other jobs to basically bring income. We don't have, of course, this monthly when you have standard job or you are basically hired by someone, you have a monthly salary which is stable and which you know you will receive. In our situation, it's a little bit more dynamic and sometimes can be a little bit more challenging. But in the same time, it's what we are doing. It's quite inspiring. So it's kind of it's worth it, this challenge in a way. The other thing is also like personal sustainability when it comes to actually taking care and even like burnouts and separating work from almost like personal life, because what we do is something what it came out of passion and really eagerness to to make change and impact, and it's difficult sometimes to switch off, or it's almost like 24/7 thinking process, and sometimes also quitting the day and saying, okay, it's enough hours for today might be also difficult, knowing how much work and how much things are waiting and how much we want to achieve. So this is a little bit also challenge, and I'm trying and learning how to really make even better this this balance.
Perfect. Teddy, we are teaching students, you know, and we are trying to reach them on the topics like agri-entrepreneurship, bioeconomy, circular economy, and they are becoming more and more aware of the fact that the community itself, as you already mentioned, is part of this process, if not the essential part of the success of bioeconomy and the sustainability goals. You are already a practitioner and you are following the success, or the success is following you. Can you give advice to our students? There are a lot of young people who are on their starting position to, let's say, develop their business idea or to enter into the bioeconomy sector. What would be your advice to them?
Well, I would advise them to really follow their hearts and their passion for making impact and change or whatever they're dreaming about, and to surround themselves with great environment, with like-minded people that have similar values, and community that can help and support them, because it is so important and crucial that you have the right people that can help you and that can be there when you really need to be lifted up. And often this is not our standard environment with families and friends. It could be like-minded people from even all around the world that you can meet from time to time and just get the support that it's needed. And really to remember also to take care of themselves and first take care of themselves and then make the change and the impact, because it has to start from inside out.
Yeah, thank you very much. Actually, this was the final question that we had for today, and I really would like to thank you for the time, and definitely we will proceed and cross fingers for you and your nomination. So thank you once again for taking up your time and talking to us.